who would like to see tougher action, particularly on Tigray and Myanmar. They'd like to see sanctions in place. There are some council members, you are one of them, that doesn't support that policy. Can you explain to us why, and whether you see the point that's made by some, that if the Security Council doesn't take punitive action in cases like this, then it risks becoming toothless and irrelevant?
I think these accusations are leveled on the Security Council, have been leveled on the Security Council since its inception. And, you know, the Security Council is a body of a collective wisdom, or the absence of such in certain cases. So you cannot adopt a decision unless you have full agreement in the Security Council. I mean, I'm not teaching you, you know, lessons on that. You know it perfectly well. But you need agreement and you need consensus. Consensus means that you need to compromise on things. And of course, we view one situation or another perhaps in a different light. In what concerns Tigray, we are of course concerned with the humanitarian situation there. Although we have to recognize that the bulk of humanitarian assistance to Tigray was and still is being provided by the Ethiopian government. But of course we are advocating, as others, the humanitarian access for the international organizations as well. What happened in the recent days, the unilateral ceasefire that the Ethiopian government announced gives us a light glimmer of hope, because we always said that there is no solution to any crisis which in particular is waged by military means. There is no solution to this crisis by military means, only a political solution will work. How that will translate in what is happening in Ethiopia, is it a temporary lull, or is it a road which will pave the way to the political settlement? That is a question to be addressed. You know that some of our colleagues are advocating an open briefing on the situation in Ethiopia. We most probably will have it, but I must say that indeed we always say that the Security Council is to discuss the situation of international peace of security. And there is a question which still is yet to be answered, whether the situation in Ethiopia represents a threat to international peace and security. That depends on the angle from which you look at the situation, of course. But to a large extent, of course, it is a domestic affair. And we are, yes, we do not hide it, we are in principle opponents of discussing domestic issues on the agenda of the Security Council.